Hey kids, it's Mrs. Davis, and you can see I'm not in my normal spot where I normally do my teaching videos. That's because I'm going to be doing a little writing today, and I needed to be able to work on a hard surface. So I just kind of changed things up just a bit. Today I am going to be moving forward in the story Hank and Cosmos and the Fun Snow Day. So the other day I was reading the whole story back to you, since it's been quite a few days since we've been working on the story, and my goal is to finish this story. So I always say it's a good idea, if you've not been working in your writing for a while, to go ahead and to reread what you've already written. So you know that we got to actually page 10 before we were on our break, and one thing I was going to work on, which I did, was I worked on the illustration to match this page where the two characters were having their snowball fight. I did decide to split up the box and have the snowball fight and then have Cosmos where he's faking Hank out, you know, when Hank hit him in the gut and he falls down. So that's where the next page is going to start at. So here we go. I went ahead and split up this page, and I've got it already numbered at page 11. So I was thinking, and I had asked you guys to share your ideas for what should happen next. I'm still waiting on a few responses from you, and I'm excited to see what you want to happen next. So I was thinking about something that I thought would be a good next part. So they've already went sledding and they've had a snowball fight. They've been out for quite a while. So I think it's time for lunch. And one thing that happens in the season of winter is a lot of people like to eat hot foods. So that's where I'm going to begin this page. All right. So he's thinking that Hank was going to sit there for a moment and wait on Cosmos to kind of wake up. So that's where I'm going to begin this page. I'm going to be starting with a capital letter for two reasons. When I write the word Hank, it is his special name and it's the beginning of a sentence. Hank waited on Cosmos for a moment, and he noticed that his eye opened, just one. ... They both laughed, and I don't know what a space alien would sound like if he laughed. And headed for the house. Okay. So I'm moving forward. Hank waited on Cosmos for a moment. He noticed that his eye opened. They both laughed and headed for the house. All right. Now I can hear you, Hunter, telling me I need to put my lines in there, and I'm going to do it. Remember, when you're making a book on plain paper, you can write and put those lines in for yourself and just kind of line up that space. Okay. And I think we talked about Hank and Cosmos when they go in to eat lunch. You know, they've got to get past Mom again. So I think we had two thoughts on this. We were going to either make Cosmos disappear and be invisible and head up to the room that way, or Hank was just going to sneak him in. And I hadn't quite figured out, but I think the safest thing to do would be for him to use that power of invisibility. Okay? So that's where I'm going to leave off here. Cosmos entered I like that word entered instead of just went in. Remember, we're using interesting words to help build our story and make it so it sounds better. Cosmos entered the front door totally invisible. If I don't know how to spell invisible, oh yeah, I can sound it out. Now I know Z says Z, but I also know Sammy Snake can say that Z sound. Which one should I use? Yeah, I think it's an S. Invisible. Yeah. So there's my sound spelling. That's not spelled correctly, but in first grade, hey, we can sound words out if we need to. Cosmos entered the front door totally invisible. Hank headed, I already said headed because I was saying that they were heading home. Hank went, dashed, ran. Hank, I'm just going to say went. Hank went to the kitchen. And he was so excited to smell Mom's delicious. Ooh, I like the word delicious, but I'm thinking about sounding it out because I don't know how to spell it. Hey, I'm only in first grade. Sounds like Sammy and Harry Hatman. Delicious. Mom's delicious chicken noodle soup. That sounds so good on a hot day. Delicious chicken. Of course, it's homemade. Chicken noodle soup. Okay, I hear you, Hunter. I am going to put my lines in there. I've got this. You guys have taught me well. All right, so this is page 11. It's lunchtime. Hank waited on Cosmos for a moment and he noticed that his eye opened. They both laughed and headed for the house. Cosmos entered the front door totally invisible. I think that's the safest way for him to enter the house. Hank went to the kitchen and he was so excited to smell Mom's delicious, I sound spelled that one, chicken noodle soup. Now, what's going to happen on the next page, of course, Hank and Cosmos are going to eat lunch. They're going to get all warmed up. And then they've got to head back outside for their next adventure. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to help me think through page 12. When they go outside, should they go ice skating? Or is it time to build a snowman? Those are two really fun. Oh, wait a minute. They could make snow angels. 3 fun things to do in the snow. Remember, their day is not over. They've got to experience everything they can before the sun goes down. So we're working on page 12 on our next meeting for writing workshop. I'm going to be setting my timer now for about 15 minutes. And what I want to do, I'm going to go forward. I'm going to illustrate page 11 to match my writing. I'm going to be thinking about maybe the two heading to the house, or maybe I'm just going to have them, maybe I'll have a split box and have Hank downstairs and Cosmos. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Cosmos will be waiting upstairs. Hank will be downstairs with Mom, smelling. I'll have some vapors going up, like he's smelling. Yeah, that's a good idea. So I'm going to work really hard for 15 minutes here. I'm illustrating. I'm going to draw in color, and then on the next page, we're going to go forward with your great ideas. We're almost finished with this book. It's going to be so exciting to actually complete our story, and I'm going to show you our next step. After we finish this, another thing we can do with the book that we're writing. All right, now you're going to be working on your writing for 15 minutes. Set your timer, find a quiet spot, get all of your materials ready that you're going to need, and hey, you can even put on some writing workshop music. If I had thought about that, I would have put my music on, you know, some calming music. It just helps me just think and relax. All right, writers and illustrators, you get busy, and we'll meet again to work forward in our book, Hank and Cosmos and the Fun Snow Day. All right, until next time, have a good one.